Hey again guys, it's time for the 5th Piggy tutorial that I'm making, which naturally is chapter 5, School. Now this map, it was kind of a refresher for me because like you'd expect it to not be very refreshing having to do like a Piggy map like multiple every week or so, but like this one was a lot smaller and a lot more simple than the treacherous forest that I made last time. So, it was actually pretty fun. It reminded me of when I made House. House was fun to make because it wasn't like all over the place with like all sorts of detail everywhere like Forest and Gallery were. So, this tutorial shouldn't be too long. It might not need 2 parts, but I'm not adamant on that one. It might still need 2 parts in order to fully account for this because it's still a rather big build. Just not as big as the others, and the walling also was pretty simple. So yeah, I did enjoy making this, and hopefully you guys will enjoy making it too. So let's show you guys how to make it. Although before we begin, just make sure you have the space to fit it, because as you can see it's a little demanding on space. Not as bad as some of the others, clearly, because last time we made Forest that took so much space. But yeah, this one doesn't need that much space. I don't know. That's the thing about me. I always get much and many mixed up. But anyways, I'm gonna just like start in some random area of this massive space, and let's begin. Okay, so like I said, we just have a massive space here, and the first thing we're gonna do is just make a 2x1 polished diorite in the ground, just like this, and then place in double doors, like that. And that's where we're gonna begin this school from. So it's gonna be facing this way. This part is this part's the interior. It doesn't matter, it depends on what you guys want to do, but anyways. Come inside of the building, and then facing from the door, we're going to first build along the right side. So we're going to build that along 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just build along one side 8, and then build the rest, I'd say 8 plus 2, which is these two, is 10. So that means 12 if I'm good at math. So we're going to build another 12 of blue concrete. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention blue concrete. Yeah, 12 along that way of blue concrete, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then on top of the blue concrete, we just get up 2 layers of white concrete. And we're going to build that along this whole wall. I'm gonna like build this place a little different to how I usually do it. Like, I'm gonna make all of the hallways and make room for the separate areas like the classrooms, but I'm not actually gonna build the classrooms yet. If you want, on top of this white concrete layer, grab some acacia wood and go along like that. This will just like mark the border of the second floor's flooring / the first floor's ceiling. As usual, the first floor's ceiling layer is the second floor's flooring layer. I think that's been a thing in every single one of these builds. Anyways, this is the hallway spacing that we're getting for now. So if you want just to mark that out, kind of like, I'd say 4, but we might need to destroy them later. Like, go an extra 1 backwards just to like build along the walls on these sides. We might need to punch out room for doorways later, but for now this is just to mark out that this is how long the hallway is going to be, and how wide as well. The hallways are going to be 4 blocks wide, just like this, so to the extent of these walls that I've just built. And the floor itself is a 2x2 checkerboard pattern of oak planks and spruce planks, so that basically means just make 2x2s in the floor of oak and spruce, interchanging with each other, just like I'm showing you how to here. And we're going to do that across this relatively short space, and then we'll add in some what I call lockers. They're lockers in the game, but I'm usually really bad at small props in Minecraft, so they're literally just 4 blocks of purple. Anyways, just fill in the floor like I've shown you, and then I'll get back to you. So this is the flooring pattern that you can expect to end up with once you're complete. Now, once that's done, we're going to build along some more walling here. Once again, we're going to punch out room for a doorway later. And we're going to basically make this space here 4 blocks wide, just like this hallway we've just made. So this wall will end 4 blocks away from the main walls that we've just made. So, like this. This is how this wall's going to go. And it's the exact same walling that we've just made. It's the same walling throughout the entire build. Just this blue concrete at the bottom with white concrete on top. Incredibly simple. Just like that. And of course the optional acacia wood on top. We'll worry about the ceiling itself later. I tend to do that. I usually make the second floor and then fill in the ceiling for the first floor while I'm doing that. Now, I'm going to place in some purple lockers around this place. And the first one, if you're copying the pattern exactly like I did, is going to go here on these 2 blocks of spruce planks by this wall, by the door. And that's just 3 blocks away from this corner, 3 blocks gap between this corner and the locker. Just like that. And then there's another locker going on, I'm pretty sure this is correct. Yeah. Just from this door, 1 forward. So there's a 1 row gap between this locker and the locker here, and it's going on the opposite wall too. Pretty straightforward and simple, the placement of these lockers. And the next one is going to go in that pattern of oak there, so 3 blocks from the door, like that. Then we're going to like just kind of on the other wall, as soon as that locker ends, we're going to start that one. And then over 1 away from this corner here, we're going to place another purple locker. And that's like all the purple lockers. So next thing we're going to do is make space for the entrance into this area that is going to eventually become a gym area. And that entrance is going from this doorway, count to the left, 1, 2. And then go straight up to this wall and punch out these 2 blocks here. And that's where the doorway is going to go. So if you've placed the lockers correctly, you'll see there are 3 blocks gap in between either one. So I'm pretty sure that, no, it doesn't make it exact center, but that's fine. So now that that's done, we can mark out next the doorway that's going to go into the first room we'll be building, I'm pretty sure. And that's just going easily here. So as you can see, 2 blocks away from this corner here, in that corner. And I'm pretty sure there's another doorway just going opposite, like this. And if you want, you could extend the floor pattern into this doorway, so you can place the dark oak doors that are going in. Which, by the way, once again, and I'm pretty sure this will be for every single map, we're using dark oak doors for the majority of the doors in this map. Anyways, we're now going to expand this hallway along a bit. So, let me just get the screenshots, which is something I always have to do. First thing we're going to do is replace the purple concrete with light blue terracotta. Each hallway has its own different colour for the lockers, so we might be doing that a bit. And my main source of measurement for how long the hallways are going to be are these lockers. So, first of all, we're going to place a locker here. So, coming off of this middle wall, we're going to expand the middle wall backwards a lot. We'll expand this wall back first, so just like that. And we'll start placing a locker there. And there's going to be a locker opposite it, just like that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a thing for all the lockers in this part of the hallway. And once again, expanding our floor pattern backwards as well. But I think I'll worry about that once I've got all the lockers in the main part of this hallway placed in. Then I don't waste you guys' time just doing nothing but placing lockers. So once that's done, we're going to, if I'm seeing correctly, which... It's difficult to like tell exact proportions from screenshots. This is like constantly a thing in my tutorials. But like, I kind of got lazy during this part of the screenshots of this build in particular. Like, I didn't exactly take the best screenshots, but I'm pretty sure there's just a 2-block gap between each locker. So 1, 2 like this, and then another 1, 2, and there's going to be some lockers going in there, just like that, and then a 1, 2 gap, and then another 1, 2 is going to be some more lockers, just going in like this. But a thing about one of these lockers is leaning against the wall diagonally, so if you want, you could replicate it by just kind of doing that, placing the bottom block 1 block forwards like that. It doesn't look the best, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. So I'll actually leave it like that for this build, because I had it the other way in the other build. Now the final part of this hall just like is the same. 1, 2 gap, then 1, 2, and we've got... But the locker this time is only on this side, because this side has another door going in. And the door is here, where this, on the same block this locker starts, there's going to be the door going in, like that. And then once we've placed in that door, we're going to... Well, this wall ends here, but we're going to expand this wall a little bit more. So we're going to count another 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, another 2 blocks along, so we end up with 3 blocks after this door, just like that. And then we are gonna like place stairs here, but I'll do that a little bit later. For now, what we're gonna do is just carry this floor pan all along and build the walls up as well, which is incredibly easy to do for this build. Like I said, it's the same all around the entire build. So just build up these walls and then we'll get back to it. Okay, and that's the walls and flooring of this part built up. As you can see, I added the door into that doorway as well. It's really simple. Like, all you have to do is place a dark oak door. But, like, it's preferable that it's, like, facing the same way as that door over there. Just for symmetry and all that. Anyways, another thing is, I was wrong about this wall. Like, it needs to be extended by an extra 1, just like that. So, there's an extra 1 behind the locker. I thought I already did that, but I didn't. So, just clarifying. We have a 4 long hallway. This hallway is 4 blocks wide through the whole thing. So, just, it's an easy way to check that you have the correct proportions. Anyways, next we're going to make this small area here, which has a staircase. And to do that, we're just going to expand this wall here back by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then across by 3. Across by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that should line up like that. And it'll also leave you with a 3 by 3 space here. So real quick, we're going to fill that in. We're going to get some light grey concrete and fill that in the floor, just like that. Then we're going to take some polished andesite stairs and slabs, and we're going to make one of the stairways that leads upstairs. And that's really easy. We're just going to place a stair on either side here, another stair going upwards. We can destroy these ones underneath. Then we're going to connect the two with some slabs, and then we're going to place another 2 stairs in the center, just like this. As you can see, that lines us up perfectly with this acacia wood layer. And we're just going to build around that with the exact same walling. Because, like I've said multiple times now, the walling is the same throughout. So we're just carrying that along, definitely not making the walls out of dark oak doors. I've never seen a house do that before. So yeah, this is what the staircase will look like. The bottom part just has 2 stairs either side of each other like this, and then another 2 stairs in the middle on top. And that should be enough space to get through and climb upstairs properly. Anyways, we can throw those away for now, but we'll need them again later. There's a few more stairways. Now we're just going to take some red terracotta and build the rest of this hallway going along this way. We're going to start by placing red terracotta in line with this wall. So just like that. And that's going to be where our first red locker's going. Then, once again, two block distance, 2 block gap. And then another 3 blocks this time round is going to have lockers. But the locker in the middle is different. The locker in the middle actually fell. So just put it in the middle of the floor like that. Because that locker fell over. Again, if you don't like it just kind of laying there doing nothing, then you don't have to make it so that the locker fell over in your version. But it's just the game version has that. Now, 1 block from there, this wall actually stops. So, we're gonna just kind of stop the wall here. And it starts going that way. We're not gonna go that way yet. We're gonna build along the rest of this place. I'm pretty sure that the door... Ah, wait, that's easy. It's in line here. It's in line with this door. So go back to this side of this wall. And where this doorway is that we punched out, go over and make the doorway on this side of the wall the exact same place. So just like that. And for reference, that is the same place that we've ended this wall. So just like that. Really simple. I've lost count of how many times I'm saying just like that. You'll have to forgive me for that. Beside this door, this is the side where we use the wrench. The other side doesn't have this wrench panel thing. But just 1 block distance to the this side of the door, we're going to place that item frame or whatever it is you're using to represent the wrench panels in this. I'm doing it just like this, and a polished black stone button or a stone button, or if you prefer nothing in between, just like that. And if you don't even want this room to be accessible because the wrench hasn't been used yet in your version, then simple, just grab some end rods like that. They make for some pretty neat lasers. They're the most laser looking block in Minecraft, so they make do. So that's the wrench contraption that I always make. You guys can easily use a different type of wrench contraption that might look more accurate to the games. It's really up to you. I don't really focus on the small things like wrench contraptions in the build. I focus on the main build itself. Anyways, we're going to expand that another 3 blocks. No, another 4 blocks. Let's go all the way. So just like this, another 4 blocks like that. And then in the 2 center ones, there's going to go another red locker. Just like that, and we're going to build up the wall. You know the drill. Just like this. Now, this wall is going to continue, obviously. There's going to be a 4 block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just like this, because there's more hallway going this way. So of course it's 4 blocks. So we're just going to expand this wall along by a little bit for now. Not all the way, because I need to get a little bit further into the screenshots there. Now we can continue. So there's just a 2x2 locker, as always. And that's just going here. So 1 block after this wall is re-begun, or however you'd say it. Oh, by the way, we can build this hallway along as well. That's going to be real easy. All we're doing is just connecting these two like that. there are no doors on this side of this part's going to become a gym, so that's what I mean when I say gym. There's no doors on this side of the gym, just those two parts. So we're just going to expand this wall along. And we can do the same with this wall. We just need to keep in mind that there's going to be a door going there at some point. Somewhere around here. I think, don't quote me on this, it's either 4 or 5. There's either a 4 or 5 block space between this door and the next. I'll leave it for now and then we'll come back to it. But just keep in mind, we are going to be placing a door there. Well, I'm just going to worry about that when we come to making that classroom. It'll be simple. So yeah, we're just going to build along this wall, connecting back to here. And we'll fill in this whole space eventually with the wooden checkerboard flooring that the school's first floor has. So yeah, just connecting it like this. And then we're going to expand this wall a little further back. We're going to need some more props for this part of the school. We're going to need some stone stairs and slabs to make a grey like table. So we're going to need some normal stone stairs, normal stone slabs. And this is where the 1.16 blocks kind of start to creep their way in. The best block to use for the black tables is obviously polished black stone, stairs and slabs. But if you guys don't have access to that, which is completely understandable, then try find a substitute, like some kind of stone, or the darkest thing you can find. It's up to you. For now, we're going to, 1 block away from this locker. I keep losing the word for some reason. We're going to start our 3 wide stone table like that. And then there's going to be a 1 block space between that one. And then we're going to place another, just expanding the wall a little bit further. Like that. It's going to be another wall, no, not wall table. And then there's going to be a 2 block space between this and the next locker. So 1, 2, and then red terracotta like this. It's going along like that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's only 1 block after that. And your wall for this side should be looking like this. Nice and simple. We're just going to expand the wall, which I'll do the rest of that off camera. Because, like I keep reiterating, same wall. Those are the only 2 words I really need to say at this point. Same wall. Now we're going to bring this wall back and just count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just kind of connect it like that. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 block space for the hallway to continue that way. And we're going to place our black stone tables here as well. So on the same block that this second table ends, our first black stone table is going to begin on the opposite side. And 2 block spacing this time. So 1, 2 blocks, and then our second black stone table. Just like that. And there are no, let me just, no lockers on this part of the wall. So that's this entire area done. That makes 2 hallways complete there. So I'll just carry the wall along, carry the flooring along, and then I'll meet you guys when we'll make this little part, which is the final hallway area of the first floor. Then we'll make the first floor's rooms. Real simple. I'll just meet you guys once I've cleaned this place up a bit. This place is looking a lot better now that I've fixed up the walls and floor. And I think you guys would agree, we're making progress pretty fast on this place, aren't we? Oh, one thing, I wouldn't recommend filling in the floor of the gym just yet, but don't panic if you have, and don't go back and remove the flooring if you've made the floor for the gym. We'll just go back and fix that later. It's no big deal. So once we have completed the walling and that for this hallway, which we have, we're going to move on to this hallway furthest here. And we're just going to, like, there's no actual lockers in this hallway to help me clearly specify how far this is going back. but I can tell by the cafeteria's proportions, which are 9 wide and 14 back. So I'm pretty sure that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 10th, I'm pretty sure. So take this wall here backwards by 10, I'll say for now. And that should basically give us the proportions to make this part of the hall. So yeah, 10 backwards, so this wall should be 11 blocks long now. And we're going to expand this wall. We are going to need to punch some doors in later, but that's fine for now. So once again, we're just going to expand that until we have a 4-block space here for the hallway to continue that way. And that's the basics of this part of the hall done. There's more on this side and that side, but actually we can go in right now. We can fill in this whole middle area if you don't care about the door for now, because we'll add the door here later. We could just go in and connect this whole area like that, and this place is going to be our cafeteria, so we can just fill all of that up. But I'll leave the walls like this just for now, because it saves time in the long run for me recording this. What we're actually going to do is a little bit of a complicated-ish structure. Not very. It just relies on a little gimmick with the grindstone. And that's going to be a whiteboard in the middle of the hallway. This place is in a bit of disarray with the whole infection thing going on in Piggy. Take the flooring back by just a small amount for now. If you aren't doing the whole thing in one, just take the flooring back by a little bit. And then once you've done that, we're going to come to the second block of this middle wall of this hallway, and we're going to be placing a grindstone just there. So second block from this middle wall on this block here. But we're not just going to be placing the grindstone in like that. No. We're going to be placing the grindstone upside down, facing this way. Let me show you guys real quick. Upside down, facing towards the walls, like that. So that's where the first grindstone is going. And to find out where the second one's going, it's actually pretty simple. Place a 2x2 on top of the grindstone, heading towards the back wall here. And then do a diagonal towards this hallway here like that, and make another 2x2. And this block here is where the second grindstone is going. So kind of like place it facing the same direction as the first one. And that's how I replicated the whiteboards, at least. Because it's difficult to replicate props like that in Minecraft. It really is. Anyways, I'm gonna find a room for the doors. Okay, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna build up the flooring and some of the walls here, just so that I could show you guys where to place the doors. So I'm just gonna fix this place up a little bit, then I'll get back to the tutorial. Alright, here we are with more wall and floor built up for this place, so that I can get a better understanding of where the doors are going. And already I can tell you where they're going. So come to the end of this whiteboard that we made. Count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. And on that fourth block, which if you're doing the flooring exactly like me, will be this spruce. Yeah. So it's just going there, nice and easy. On this wall here, not this middle area. That's gonna be the cafeteria, and the door for that place is, well, I'll show you now. It's just going here. So 1, 2, 3 blocks from the end of this wall, like that. And then the second door for this soon-to-be classroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block here. So there'll be 4 blocks in between this door and this door. So I'm pretty sure that means the same for this. So quickly, come back to this hallway where I said I'm pretty sure there's a 4-block space between the two doors. Now I'm certain that there is. So just leave 4 block space from that door in the corner there, and place another one just like that. Now that that's done, we can almost move on to the next hall. But there's a small prop that we have to make, and that's a tipped over desk in the center of this hall. So, and that's just gonna go 1 block from this dark oak door, so on this layer. And we're just gonna replicate that by placing 2 stairs here, and 2 upside down stairs on top of them. And that's a tipped over desk, just like that. Really simple structure. And like I said, just 1 from this door to the cafeteria. Next, we're going to build along this hallway that's going to lead all the way to back there. And the lockers, for some reason I keep losing that word, are going to be orange concrete in this hall. And the first one is going just here, 2 by 2. So 3 blocks between this corner and that locker. And the first block of this locker starts at the very edge of this hall. If that's a good enough job at explaining it, that is. Now, this wall, we're going to expand it by, I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think there'll be a 3 block gap here because there's a stairway going in. But anyways, no, that's going to be 5, an extra 1. I didn't account for a gap between this thing and the orange concrete. We're going to take some andesite walls now, and 1 block gap between the orange locker there. We're going to place 1 andesite wall. We're going to build it up to the ceiling like that, and then a 2 block gap, then another one, just like that. And we could place some polished andesite now on this layer of wall here, just connecting the 2. And then this is where the gears go in game. So I replicated that by placing a crimson button and a warped button to kind of be like the reddest and greenest buttons, basically. You don't have to put anything here, or you could put something that better shows the gears. Oh, hang on. I only put andesite behind the andesite walls. The block that we're placing these buttons on is actually grey concrete. My bad. Doesn't matter. Just makes it look a little bit better. And yeah, there's just a staircase going in here. So, destroy a 3x3 area. May as well get this staircase out of the way now. And we're also going to grab back our polished andesite stairs and slabs. Just like that. And we're going to place 2 stairs like that in the middle. All stairways in this map are the same. A lot of this map is the same thing being repeated. And then make sure this is a block underneath this stair, and on the top of it we're going to place in our andesite slabs like that. And then another 2 stairs, just like this. And that should take you to the floor layer for the small basement area. This will require punching out some dirt, but it's the smallest of all the maps that have a basement area, so it shouldn't be too awfully tedious to make. And then we're just going to go along with our blue wall, with white on top. Just cover it up. We could place some acacia wood underneath it as well. So on this layer here, just some acacia wood, and that'll separate the flooring of the basement and the flooring of this ground level. Just nicely like that. Oh, and we're going to need acacia wood on top of the walling as well, just like that. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just going to expand that along, going... 1 second. I don't know where all these screenshots are. So random. Yeah, that's just gonna continue all along to back here, I'm pretty sure. So to back here, this this is all just going to be uninterrupted wall. There's just some lockers and another whiteboard that we have left to place in this hall. Then we can move on to this final hall area here, and that'll be pretty simple to do as well. So just from the staircase, actually, yeah, let me get back my grindstone. There's one more of these we have to make after this one as well. We're just gonna place in the grindstone once again, facing the walls like this. Then we're gonna place 2 blocks on top of it of white concrete, and then 2 blocks towards this back hallway we haven't made yet. Then we're gonna do a diagonal towards the other part in the middle of the hall, and we're gonna place a grindstone just like that, facing the same way as the other one. And these are meant to replicate wheels at the bottom of the whiteboards, by the way, the grindstones. Anyways, that's that whiteboard. From this whiteboard, we're going to make a 2x2 just there of locker with orange concrete, just like that. And then there's only 2 more orange lockers, one of them going directly on the edge of this part of the wall here, which is where the cafeteria is going to go. And the other one is just going to go like this, pretty sure 2 away from this wall. Yeah, so where this cafeteria wall, you can see just like that, 2 blocks away from where this wall is going. Which, by the way, I made the flooring for this entire area off camera just because it's all the same thing. Anyways, to do this hallway, we're just going to place in the single door actually that it has. So we're going to go 1, 2, so that's 2 blocks, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this here, this block, door, and then we can build the rest of this without worry. Just carry this wall all the way up and all the way around, and then we can just finally place the props in this hallway. Actually, I think yeah, we left this hallway barren. We'll come back to that once we're done with this hallway. And the locker colour for this hallway is cyan concrete, so get some of that out. First locker is going from this corner, 1, 2, and then just like that on blocks 3 and 4. So as you can see, there's a 2x2 in between the orange one and the cyan locker, just like that. Oh, we are also going to need some dark oak trapdoors. We're just going to place them like that. So 1 block from this door, we're going to place them like this with another 2 on top of them. And it's just going to be like, it's meant to symbolize some shelving that's on the wall, like with trophies on it, that you absolutely cannot replicate in Minecraft, to my knowledge. Anyways, now we're going to make a 2x2, just 1 from that, like that. And the doorway to the cafeteria on this side is it's just the exact same area. Ooh, I don't know if we should place this door. I'm pretty sure the cafeteria's flooring is different, and I don't want it to get interrupted, so we'll leave these doors for now. We'll come back to them. Anyway, what I do know we're going to do is place in the final cyan locker. Yeah, it is the last one. And that's 2 blocks away from the door, like that. And it's just slightly out of line with this locker. Now there's one final thing in this hallway, and that's going to be, if I can get a proper, yeah, there. We're going to get some red nether brick, and it's one of those things from Station that I'm not sure exactly how to describe. All that matters is we're placing 1 nether brick and then another brick facing it, just like that. And that's just basically the tiny little contraption that we're making. Now that that's done, we can just move on to this final hallway here. Ooh, Right. I completely forgot. Break out these three here. Break them out on this hallway that we're now making. Because this is actually a stair area as well. So, once again, we're going to need a 3x3 space. Just like this. And again, we're going to take our light grey terracotta. And we're going to make the flooring of this 3x3 out of light grey terracotta. And we're going to grab our polished andesite stairs and slabs. And I'm pretty sure we know how to make the stairs by now. 1, 2 either side like that. Slabs. And then in the middle, I'm going to go 1. And we're going to go 2. 2. Yeah. Just like that. Completely forgot that there was a stairway here. Sorry about that. But that's fine. We've done that now. And this hallway's got green concrete as the lockers. And the first one is gonna go here. So as usual, 1 block from the end of the wall, just like that. Then there's a 1 block space and another green locker's going in. Then there's gonna be, pretty sure that's 4 blocks of space. Let me just, yeah, that'll be 4 blocks of space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then another one. And then another 1 block of space. And just like that. So, pretty symmetrical lockers for this area, and there's none on this wall. And in the center part here, we're going to basically do the same thing that we did in the other room with the trap hall with the trapdoors. Going to do that here. Just in the center. And that's all of the hallways in this place, save for the 2nd floor, complete. So now we can get to work on some of the actual rooms. Starting with the rooms here in this light blue terracotta hallway. It's pretty nice that the hallways were color coded. Then you guys will be able to see which place I'm about to make from which hallway. Anyways, this place is 12 blocks wide and 9 blocks back. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's in line with this here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, is it in line with this? I don't know if I'm looking at the right door. Yeah, it is. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to count 9 blocks, which I just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then a 10th just to be the corner. Then we're going to count back 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we're just going to, just like that, connect. Actually, doors go in there. So there'll be 2 blocks in that corner there, and then the doorway. And there's going to be a door going there once I've filled in the floor. Actually, guys, you're only going to need to fill in the border of this area. Oh, and make sure you're in line with the pattern. So what I mean by that is, just border this area with your oak and spruce checkerboard pattern flooring. Because, this entire middle section is going to be made out of red wool. Let me just grab that here. So I'll show you what I mean. This entire area here, save for the absolute border, this is all going to be red wool. So the middle of the room, all red wool. I'll fill in all of this room's walls and floor, and then you guys will get a better look at what I'm talking about once I'm done with that. Right, so this is what I'm talking about, all red in the center here, and only the border of this room has the checkerboard pattern, because it's like a carpet. Anyway, once you've done all of this, the walls are the exact same, so don't worry about that. We can get to work on the decorations. Now, on this front wall here, which is in line with the entrance of the school, just so you know which wall I'm talking about, we're going to be placing some blackstone table, the first one going 1 block inwards, like that, and the others the same but on the other side. So just 2 blackstone tables like that. We can get rid of the slabs, but we still need the stairs. And we can place polished andesite on the one in the very corner like that, because that's where the yellow safe is going. And we can place a birch button on it to signify that it's the yellow safe. Next we're going to place a layer of stripped birch wood 2 blocks from the corner there like that, and then a 1 block gap, and then another row just like that. And then we can throw that away. Now we can take out some light grey terracotta, and that's gonna be the locker colour for this room, pretty much. So in the very corner here, so now I'm on about this corner, just 1 block away, we're gonna make a 2x2 of light grey terracotta like that, and then we're gonna do the same thing, but just like leaving 2 blocks like that, so that it's not exactly covering up that corner. Now the main part of this place is the big table in the center. Let me just quickly grab some item frames and some paper real quick, like that. Easy. Now to replicate that table, we're going to be making the first part of it off of this wall. So that's, to clarify, 1 block from this strip birch wood here, and then we're just gonna make that all the way along this red carpet until we reach that end block, which we're gonna turn and go another 2 back. So as you can see, this block of red carpet doesn't have any part of the table on it. Now we're going to place some blackstone stairs to act as chairs. The first one goes in that corner facing this way, just like that. And the second one is 2 blocks behind it, so 1, 2, and then it's going like that. Then you can place some item frames. One of them's going in this corner, one of them's going on the very edge here. And put some paper inside of them, just to show some like paper on the desk. Alternatively, you could use white carpet. That's an option you could do. Oh, and another thing, these strip birch wood, they're only 2 blocks high. They don't go the full way. That was a misconception. But that's this room done. Again, I'm noticing the lack of ceiling, but like I said, we'll add in the ceiling when we get to the 2nd floor, which shouldn't be too long from now, considering the amount of progress that we've been making. So the next room we're going to make is pretty obvious. It's going to be this room here, just from where we just made. And it looks like we don't even need to know the proportions of this place, because all we can do is just connect it up like that. Dead simple. Then we can just obviously make the wallings and flooring. Ooh, about the flooring. It's the same thing, but slightly different. So we're going to need our red carpet back. By that I mean, it's not going across the entire border like it did in the other room. There are 2 blocks of wood on this layer here. So, to show you what I'm talking about, let me just place it in like this. No, wait, we don't need... The red wool's going there, but this here, this is wood. So these 2 layers by the door, but the rest is just 1 block away. I'll show you once I'm completely done. Okay, like this is what I meant. Like, so this by the door here to the hallway, there's 2 blocks of wood rather than the 1 block going across the entire rest of the place, like that. Anyways, to begin our decoration with this room, just either corner of this wall here, we're gonna place strip birch wood, like that, 2 blocks high. And then in the center of this wall, we're gonna place a spruce shelving, 3 blocks high, 3 blocks wide, just like that. Then we're gonna place some dark oak like this. Failing to explain again, as I always do. That's just what I do. It's literally as simple as just dark oak tables, but I completely sometimes just freeze when I'm on camera or stage or something. Anyways, just 4 rows of dark oak stairs upside down like this, facing away from each other to replicate tables. And then there's going to be some black stone chairs, which one of them's going on this table, which is on my right. The black stone stair is going in the middle of the table, closest to that back wall there, if that makes sense. And the other one, I'm pretty sure, is just going on the very edge, like that. Yeah. Once that's done, that's pretty much all of the decorations in this room. The rooms in school are a lot less full of decorations than everywhere else. But once again, like, you could get your white carpet or your item frames with paper and place the paper just on the edge here. Right there as well, I'd say. Just putting paper in there. Easy like that. So, that's those 2 rooms. Although, keep in mind for later, there's a vent crawl drop space on the 2nd floor that'll take you into this room. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, next place we're going to make is this door here from the cyan concrete locker area. So here in the school. And the proportions for all 3 classroom areas, even though this one's more of a meeting room for staff, it's got the same proportions as the 2 classrooms. And those are 11 wide and 7 back. So, really simply, all we're going to do is, from the door, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there'll be 5 blocks here from that part of the door. And then the wall goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 blocks along there. And there's like a 1 block gap between the hallway wall and the wall for this classroom area. Now we're just going to count 11 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then it's going to connect back like this. And there'll be 1 block like that just left over. Then we're just going to go across this entire place with our... Hold on, we need the red carpet again. There's more red carpet. Oh joy. So actually, I'll place that in before I place the flooring, just to make it a little easier to explain. So, 1 block from this doorway, just like that. And then that's going to expand 1 this way, and then 2 this way. So that's basically the center, kind of, but not exactly. Then it's going to, wait, hold it. No, I think it's going to expand 1 more. I just didn't notice because there's a chair going here. Yeah, it will. So yeah, expand it 2 blocks either side. That makes things easier. So place a block here. Expand another 2 either side. And then go diagonal. And there'll be 3 going like that. And then diagonal again. And that'll put you in line with that. We're just going to do the same thing. And then connect it diagonally like that. So you'll end up with a red carpet looking like this. All of the inside of that is going to be red carpet, and around it is going to be wood. So let me fill this place in, and then I'll get back to you again. And that should end you up with a room that looks like this. Now for the decorations. To start off, we're going to come to this wall. So that's from this hallway. This wall here. And then either side 1 block from the edge and the corners and that, we're going to place some spruce shelvings, which are really easy to make. is 3 blocks high of spruce stairs upside down, connected like by a slab, like that. Then from here we're gonna go to these 3 middle red wool, place a block on top of all 3, and then upside down stairs coming off of them facing towards this wall here. And then you'll end up with a table area there. It's more like a desk for that part. Now, for the stone table in the middle of this carpet, we're going to count 2 blocks inwards and place a block with an upside down stone stair coming off, stone slab, another upside down stone stair. So that's 2 blocks from the edge of each part of the carpet like that. Then we just have to place them in some red nether brick stairs. And I'll show you guys where to place them. First one here, then here, then here. So from this wall there's one in front of that part of the shelf, one in front of that part of that shelf, and then in the exact middle. And then we're going to go and place one here, just like that, exact center of the room, and just behind the carpet as well. And then one just on this corner bit of carpet there, like that. And that's this place almost done, but there are a few extra things you could do to replicate. First of all, a poster on the wall. I'm pretty sure it's a whiteboard on the wall or something. I just replicated that with white banners. You could do something like put white wool there. In fact, that might look better actually, to like replace this part of wall with white wool to kind of signify that it's a whiteboard or something. I don't know. But there's also a blackboard or chalkboard or whatever that isn't white. I'm pretty sure it's a chalkboard because you use chalk to write on this type. That's just on this wall here in the middle 5 blocks. We're just going to delete those out and replace them with green concrete. And that makes like a chalkboard. And if you want to, you could place green banners over that. And like you could make some kind of white pattern on the banners to show something being wrote on the board or something. I don't know. What you do with these boards is completely up to you. But they're in every single classroom. And even though this isn't a classroom, it's just a repurposed classroom really. So that's that room done. Next place we're gonna make, I'm pretty sure, is this classroom here from the hallway with no lockers. Let me just get a look. I took so many screenshots. Yeah, it's here. So come to this hallway here and this empty area with doors in it. That's where we're gonna build the next classroom. I'm pretty sure it's yeah, this will be simple. So come to this door, then count 1, 2, 3, and then, so basically what I'm trying to say is from this door here, there's 3 blocks until you reach the wall. And that's 1 block behind this main hall part here, if that makes any sense. And once again, we're going to count 7 along like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then an extra 1 to be the corner, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have to count 11. All you need to know is that what we did here with this door with 3 blocks gap, it's a 2 block gap from this door. So that'll be here, and then we connect it like that. But yeah, it is 7 by 11. And as you can see, that's 2 blocks from that door, 3 blocks from this door. And then all we have to do, as we always do, is build this space up. But there's a green carpet, so get some green wool. This time it's green rather than red. So yeah, green wool. And I'm pretty sure, yep, that's just going to go around this entire space. So it's just like the first room we made. The only part that's wood is the actual main border. There's no actual pattern of carpet. It just goes around the whole space like this. So yeah, all of the inside of that is carpet, the outside is all wood. I'll just do that, and then we'll make the desks and all that in this classroom. Really nice and simple. So are the decorations in this classroom. Oh, I'm pretty sure this classroom is the most complex because it's got the most things inside of it. We're going to start by coming to this back wall here. And in the 3 center blocks, we're just going to place a stone table like that real quick. Then we're going to take our spruce stairs, and in the very corner next to it, on the right corner, like that, we're going to place in some spruce shelving real quick. Just let me get the correct placement for the stairs like that. And then there's going to be another spruce shelving on this, but it's going to be one away from the exact corner, not unlike the one that we just placed. And there'll be a 4 block gap in between these two. And this place is, once again, like, it's either a whiteboard or a poster. I forget what it is in this. It's got the periodic table on it, because this is a science classroom. But just like place some white wool or whatever you want there. Then we're going to do the same thing we did in the last classroom, which was actually a meeting room, with this teacher's desk here. It's going to go in the very center like that. And once again, we are going to take some green concrete, and we're going to destroy the center 5 blocks on both layers of white like that, and place it like that. You could do something with this, because all of the chalkboards here say something in game. This one says science. The one in the other room has some cryptic message of sorts. Anyways, now we're going to place in the desks for the students, and there are 3, exactly 3 in this room. The first one is going off of this part of the wall here. So from this shelf, it's going to go 1, 2 backwards. There. I didn't mean to drop that. Then we're going to count 1, 2. So it's on the first 2, just there, on this green wool area. Actually, take this all the way along the green wool, but then destroy the one in the center, and that makes 2 desks. Then go backwards by 1, 2, like that. Then place another upside down stair, and then take it 1 to the right, so your desks are looking like this. Now for the 3 chairs for the students, the first one is going off of this desk like that. Then same place on the other desk, so that's 2. But then the third one is going here like that. It's kind of been like moved or something, because everything is all over the place in this abandoned school. I think it's abandoned. So that's this classroom pretty much done. One more thing, and this is optional. You can see a empty glass, which is probably full of substance 128. It's called in the law. Well, was at some point. It was full of it. Anyway, just place an item frame in the center of the desk and place a glass bottle like that. That's pretty sure that's the substance 128 that teacher drank in this classroom. Oh no, that's not the last thing. Shoot, I almost forgot. Get an armor stand real quick. We're gonna get an armor stand out. We're going to place it in this corner like that, facing diagonally. Then we're going to deck it out in some white leather armor and a skeleton skull. So real quick, the way to dye armor, I'm pretty sure I don't need to teach you how to do this, but it is different between Bedrock and Java. You need to use a cauldron on Bedrock. On Java you can just use the crafting table. So, yeah, just dye some armor white, trousers, tunic, and boots. And that's what we're going to use for the rest of this skeleton. Because there's a model skeleton in this science classroom, which is a nice detail. because the model skeletons are pretty neat things to have in science classrooms. You know. So that is kind of in the corner there. That is now this classroom done. And there's only one more classroom to make, then we can make the cafeteria and the gym. And that's this one right here from this green locker hallway. So let me get over there real quick. Yep. To absolutely nobody's surprise, this classroom is the exact same proportions as the other two rooms we've just made. I'm pretty sure that's also down to where you start the place in terms of the doors. But let me just clarify that real quick. Which is difficult to with the low quality screenshot. Yeah, it is. So, once again, 1, 2, 3 blocks from this door. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 blocks from this door, which is actually in line with the main entrance to the school like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 8th block is just there to connect them all nicely together like that. And of course we're just going to build up the walling, make the flooring. The floor here is the exact same as the floor of the room we've just made. So there's carpet in the center. But this time the carpet is grey wool rather than green. So take your grey wool for your carpet in the center of the room. Make the border of it and then fill it in. And once again, I'll see you guys once the main part of this room is done and we can do the decorations. Yeah. And yeah, this classroom is not the same thing in terms of decorations, unlike its proportions. So let's just get the things that are the same out of the way real quick, which is the teacher's desk, just like that. And as you can see, I already made the chalkboard. It's facing this part of the classroom, I mean the rest of the school. So just like that, as we've always been doing. And once again, shelving is the same, so 1 block from here, but in the exact corner on this side. And it's gonna carry those along, and then we're gonna build the other side of them just like that. Real simple shelving. I think it appears in every single one of these builds. Just going in along like this. Yep. With a 4 block gap in the middle of it, which we can then fill in with white wool to be a whiteboard. Yeah, whiteboard. I'm just going to call it that from now on. We're going to take some light grey terracotta, but first we're going to make our stone table that was in the other room. Then in this corner, we're going to make a 2x2 of light grey terracotta as a locker, just like that. Now all that's left to do is the children's desks, which they are on this here. So from this closet, I mean shelving, goodness. We're going to build it all along like that, and then destroy the two there so that we have 3 oak stairs there to act as desks. Then we're going to do the same thing, bless you, 2 blocks back behind it, just like this. And that's our desks. We are using prismarine brick stairs for the seating in this room, because it's more of a blue chair, more blue chairs in this classroom. And the first 2 from these 2 doorways are a little further back, and then this 3rd one is actually where it should be. As for these back seats, there are none, so you could just leave that like that. And that's this classroom complete. Now all that we have to do on this first floor is the cafeteria and the gym. So let's move over to the cafeteria first, which, to clarify, is this space here. That part there is the gym. This here is the cafeteria. So make sure you're building in the correct area. Now, the cafeteria's flooring is different. It's made of polished diorite and smooth stone in a checkerboard pattern, just like we have been going around through this whole build doing. So I'd basically just just fill in this whole place out of smooth stone and polished diorite in a 2x2, just exchanging the wood for diorite and smooth stone. Really simple, and that goes across this whole space for the cafeteria. And you should end up with just a checkerboard pattern like this. And also place the checkerboard pattern in these doorways, and then place in the doors just like this. Just so that you don't see any wood in the inside of the cafeteria, and like that creates a bit of a discrepancy with the flooring pattern. So yeah, just like that, nice and simple. Now, to start off, we're going to place in the cafeteria tables and seats. So from this area here, so make sure we're on this side with this hallway. There's going to be a 2-block space between the wall and the tables. And they're going to begin 2 blocks inwards from either wall as well. So there's going to be a spruce fence here. 3 blocks in on either side. And that's going to go and be 4 blocks long. And then there's going to be another exactly 1 block behind. And they're going to be... No, wait, no. Not 1 block behind. My mistake. It's actually going to be 3 blocks behind. So that's going to leave a 1 block gap between that part and the door there. So yeah. Just like this with the fences. Then we're going to go and connect some oak wood along... I'm butchering that. Like this. With these 2. That's the first part. And then with these ones as well, just connecting them along like this. And then place oak slabs either side of them like this to act as the seats. And that's the cafeteria tables complete. Once you've finished that, of course, which I just have. So it should be looking like this. There's only one other thing we have to do here, and that's the blackstone tables along this place. This place is a bit cramped compared to in-game, but I had to work with the space that I was given. So apologies if it's not the best cafeteria that it could be. Anyways, the first blackstone table is from this side here, 2 blocks space like that. And then the table begins. Just like that, 3 wide as it always has been. Then there's a 3 block gap in between. And in the center of that 3 block gap, there's going to be a andesite. Make sure we're on this side, by the way, I should specify. On this side, there's going to be a polished andesite safe with a crimson button on it to signify that it's the purple safe. And on the opposite side, also, we're going to place the blackstone tables on the opposite side as well. Just like that. So yeah, once that 3 block gap is done, we're going to place another 3 wide blackstone table. Like that. Oh, again, if you don't have blackstone to work with, then some kind of stone would likely do. But also something really dark like nether bricks might also do. It's up to you guys. Blackstone just works best because the tables are in fact black. But yeah, that's the cafeteria finished quicker than I thought we'd be done. So now we can move on to the gym, which is this big open space here. Now, let me just get my screenshots for the gym real quick. Here we go. So, the gym, we're going to need some light grey terracotta. First of all, we should get our wood patterns back. So, spruce planks and oak planks. But yeah, we're going to need some light grey terracotta and some white concrete as well for the flooring of this gym. So for the first 2 blocks, we're going to continue our flooring pattern from here. So 1, 2, but then that's as far as it goes. And I'm pretty sure it's the same either side. So yeah, 2 blocks of wood flooring, and then this entire area here, all of it, is light grey terracotta. So that'll just be like that. And then here as well, 2 blocks of wood. So it's going to be this pattern you're seeing in the center there, across the whole thing. So I'll fill that in and then show you guys when I'm done. So yeah, this is the pattern. Just light grey terracotta across this entire space here, and just 2 blocks of wood either side like that. Now, before we get into decorations, we're going to build the ball game pitch, the pattern that's on this light grey terracotta floor. So in the very centre of it, in other words, in line with this doorway, we're going to break this entire space and replace it with white concrete just there. Then either side, we're going to count in 2 blocks, 1, 2. Then on the third, we're going to place in 2 white concrete like that. Go diagonal, go diagonal again and place 2. Go diagonal that way. So we're just creating a pattern like that. And we're going to do that again on the other side. Just creating a... Screwing up the... Oh, I never noticed that it was like that on this side. Oh, dude. Guys, I didn't realize on this side the pattern was slightly off when I was making this. I don't know how I didn't notice that. But yeah, this on one of the sides the pattern's actually going to be slightly off. Now that I've noticed that, that's kind of annoying, isn't it, guys? I don't know how you would stop this. Maybe a different pattern would help. You could make these 2 blocks both white concrete, but that would kind of like... That kind of helps, but still, there's a bit too much white concrete for what that space is meant to be. Oh well, it's fine. Just annoying. And stupid how I didn't notice that. Anyways, we're going to grab warp stairs, or if you don't have access to those, dark prismarine could do. But yeah, what we're going to do with these warp stairs is place them like this, and leaving gaps either side of the wall like that. So there'll be 3 on this side, and there'll be 4 on this side, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. It really would have helped this space being 1 block wider, huh? But hey, I had to work with what I was I had to work with what I ended up with. I forgot to mention what I'm doing right now because I started rambling. Just placing andesite walls underneath all of the edge stairs like this, so that you can't see underneath the stairs. This andesite wall there. Then we're going to place some blackstone stairs, and they're going to go from these middle 2 blocks here. There's going to be blackstone stairs either side of them like that, and that's going to create these 2 tables. So there. So these 2 middle blocks is what we're working off, and they'll just show us where the blackstone tables are going to go. And that's almost it for this gym already. All we have to do is place some stone stairs to replicate basketball container things that are littered around this area that have basketballs inside of them. Now, one of them is I can't tell from the screenshots which side these are going on, but it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you get them here on one side. Either side works. So for the first one, we're going to come to any of these blackstone tables, I guess, but for reference, the one I'm doing is the one here by this purple locker area, the entrance. And we're going to go 1, 2 off of that blackstone stair like that. Then we're going to connect another upside down stone stair to it like that. And we're going to do the same thing on top of it like that. So we'll end up with it looking like this. And that's the first one. The second one is 3 blocks away, so count 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to start it, but 1 block forward. So here, pretty much. Just doing the same thing real quick. Yeah, like that. 3 blocks, 3 block gap, and 1 block forward, like that. And that's where that's going. Now the final one is gonna go, yeah, from this doorway. It's gonna go 1 block from the end of this light grey terracotta area, and then it's gonna go to the side one as well. You could have this one on the white concrete area here, but I'm pretty sure it's like this in my screenshots. Yeah, it is. So those are the 3 basketball container thingies that are being placed around the gym. And that's the entire first floor complete, except for the ceiling, but like I've said a few times now, don't worry about that. We're gonna get to that now that we've started the second floor.